Now we're rolling. Damage Plan MMA podcast. Zach, put down your pin before we get started. Oh, Zach has a problem with clicking his pin. Click, 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 click.
I got ADHD way too bad.
Way too bad. Cole Shafer, welcome back for the, what are we, third time now?
Third or fourth, yeah.
Third or fourth time. Welcome back, man.
And a year ago today, we had you and Tess on.
Yep, a year ago today. Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, you had more hair then.
Well, less stress.
Less stress.
You get COVID, you get engaged. Don't you guys have a baby on the way too?
Yep, due in August. So,
congratulations.
Yeah, so planning the wedding, planning that. So we got a few irons in the fire.
Yeah.
Trying to get a fight career up and going after the pandemic.
Yeah, that's been a treat and a half.
So Cole, would you like to let the people know how that's been going for you?
I just realized today I was literally SteelFist last fight before COVID hit.
Yep.
And so it's kind of one of those eye-opening moments of it's been a year. All the memories started popping up on my Facebook, and I was like,
crazy.
It's been a minute. So yeah, it's been rough.
Yeah.
Had a few signed up and haven't been able to pull anything out, but
yeah, you've had a couple people back out just recently too, didn't you? You had a fight scheduled. Was it last fall for Mountain Force, or was it January?
Yeah, it was October.
October.
Yeah.
So October I had Mountain Force because it was the opening day of the deer hunt. So yeah.
You were gonna fight
my deer hunt to fight.
Oh man.
I know.
Oh, I know how important that is.
So did you at least get to go for the deer hunt once the fight got called off?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Did you see when I went deer hunting back in Michigan? Did you see what happened?
Rookie.
So first of all, okay, my brother-in-law and sister, they rent 450 acres. There's blinds. It's private property. The third day, or the last day I'm there, I didn't see anything for 2 days. It snowed for 2 days straight. I'm 15 feet off the ground, so I have to unload my rifle and load it back up when I get up and get down from the blind. Go to get back in the truck. I go back for lunch. I come back out. This is our last night there. I go to walk out to walk up to my blind. I touch the front of my jacket. No bullets. No bullets. And guess what walks out an hour later? Freaking 6-point freaking buck, right freaking not even 30 yards in front of me. All I could do is video it. All I could do is video. Mother. Yep. Yeah, I did like three different times. Oh, bad. Horrible. Yeah. Rookie mistake.
They happened.
Has that ever happened to you?
No.
Yeah, see, it doesn't happen.
Hey, so to
be fair,
Cole,
my dad puts when we're getting our bags together, it's we take 6 boxes of shells in our bags. I mean, my backpack weighs 50 pounds when I start running up those hills, so it's. I had my backpack. I just left it because it was our last night, and I touched my front pocket when I left. I had batteries in there. It was AAA batteries, and you have to. So it's kind of sight unseen where my rifle has to stay behind the seat of the truck. You can't have it out. So I wasn't even thinking about it until I got back out to my blind, and then I'm like, man, yeah, not good. Yeah. I mean, at least you brought the rifle.
Yeah, I did bring the rifle. Should have grabbed it. I probably could have, Leon. It was that close.
Hey, Cole, did you see the interview when Bryce Mitchell talked about sneaking up on a sleeping deer and putting in a rear naked choke and killing the deer?
No.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sending you the clip. Funniest interview you've ever seen. Bryce Mitchell swears he found a deer sleeping and he took off his shoes and it was wet, and so they didn't hear it. And he snuck up behind it, stood over it, sunk in a rear naked choke, and just squeezed until it went night-night.
Dude, I've messed around with the fawns, and they will kick the shit out of you.
He swears.
Their feet are so sharp, and their heads hurt. They squirm, and they will beat the hell out of you.
Dude, I'm telling you, Bryce Mitchell. I'm sending to you. You're gonna watch it after this podcast. It's hilarious. It's on the Theo Vaughn podcast.
Okay, I'm on it.
Heck yeah.
Alexis. Yeah. It's gonna go viral.
We're telling deer hunting stories.
It's the best video ever. Anyways, back to fighting. So tell us, we had your opponent on last week. Tell us your thoughts on your fight coming up. Big main event fight.
I'm excited. I fought Harper. Was my second amateur fight. I had pretty much zero skills at all. I just went out there, did my thing, and
Wrestled
turned
him.
out all right. So
Did you
ended
just
up being
wrestle
pretty
him?
Solid. What's that?
Did you just wrestle him?
We got a KO, TKO.
No, weirdly enough, like we ended up staying on our feet most of the time. Like it was kind of weird that way because everybody's like, "Oh, you'll take him down," and I was like, "Yeah, probably. Like that's about all I have right now, so we'll go for that." And yeah, we ended up standing on our feet. I think it only went 2 rounds.
Yep, second round,
But-
245 into the second round.
Yeah, but yeah, we ended up staying on our feet most of it. In fact, I think I was on bottom at one point. I don't know. It's been a hot minute.
Yeah.
I watched it when SteelFist was doing the TV nights.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
watched it then, but I haven't seen it in forever. But
So
yeah.
what do you take?
No,
What do
I
you?
looked at some of the pictures they posted. It's pretty bad.
So what do you take from that, or do you just review it as it's a totally new fight? You guys are both totally different fighters now.
Oh, we're totally different. We're completely different fighters than then.
So do you pretty much just?
It's
I was gonna say,
it's
so you
out
pretty
the
much
window.
just
It's
disregard that last fight.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's the thing is that 5 years ago, I've had 7 or 8 fights since then.
Yeah.
And so is he.
Yeah, because of
We've
both.
changed training camps, got different coaches. I actually got a boxing coach after that fight and learned how to box. Then I, went down to Texas for a year, did a lot of jiu-jitsu down there. Then I came back up here, got in with SLC Muay Thai and the Nod. So my kickboxing and stuff like that is kicked up. Like, it's a whole nother fight. And that's the thing is, especially with how young we are in the sport, we change every fight. No fight's the same. No guy at our age in the game walks out as the exact same fighter.
Yeah.
It's a good point.
So it's cool to see all the old fights and stuff like that. But that's the thing is, every fight you walk out, it's a whole nother guy.
Yeah.
So
Well, and you would hope if you're doing the right things, you should be evolved, right? And
exactly.
so yeah, that's fair. Where do you think the biggest difference is between that fight and this one then?
For me, or
Yeah.
it's definitely probably in this kicking. Like I've learned how to kick. I've learned how to do the stand up. I was doing some karate stuff up here at the Kobayashi studio in Heber. So I was doing more karate kicks and things like that. And I wasn't super confident in them, so I tried to stay away from them a little bit. But I started kicking more with Munoz too. In that fight I had with Eric,
Yeah.
I started kicking more on that fight. And so, it's all evolving. It's all getting better. To have a full camp with Ned and the guys down at SLC Muay Thai, like I have definitely put in a lot more into a training camp than I used to. So it used to be, it's like you'd get a couple buddies together in the basement, beat the hell out of each other, and oh yeah, we trained hard, So
Yeah, things
at
are
least now,
evolving.
I'm actually learning skills. Yeah. Like, I actually have somebody that's like, no, this is how you actually throw this punch, or hey, when you rotate your hips, this is what you're doing, or stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's changed the game a lot to understand what you're looking for and read positions and actually have a fight IQ of not just rush in there, push him against the fence, and beat the hell out of him and hope for the best. Get him on the ground.
Get him on the ground.
So it's changed.
What's the experience been like? Where do you think the benefits coming from? Like, because I know that you and Coach Ned have really clicked and stuff too. What you want to talk a little bit about how that's helped your skills evolve?
The big thing is with him is it's fun to train with him because he still likes to learn stuff. So he's not just like, this is how you do it. This is the only way to do it.
Yeah.
This is it. Like he's so open to new things, and like I've been helping him with his wrestling. And so like I get to coach him wrestling, and it's kind of fun for me because I get to break down wrestling like, oh yeah, this is how I do this. This is all the steps to make this happen. It's not just just take a shot and make it go.
Yeah.
Drive through it. It's you actually think about cutting the corner, actually think about, where you're placing your hands. You're not just grabbing on the thigh. Like, you put your hands where they're supposed to be and stuff like that. And so he's very meticulous about how he teaches as well. He's very, I need to open up your hip. I need this to move here. I need your body to rotate through this position. So it's been really nice to work with him. And the thing is, he trains with me every day. So, I mean, he's a body that beats the hell out of me, and I get to try to beat on him.
Quite frankly, there's not too many bodies that can beat on you to either.
They're out there. There's more than I'd like to admit.
The list is probably smaller than you realize, Cole.
What's the training camp been like with all the cancellations throughout the year last year with all the COVID and stuff? What's the camps been like, and how do you keep your mind focused on just trying to keep going and keep that level up?
Your year-long training camp.
It's been a year of literally. I fought Nick Martinez and I took 3 days off and went back to the gym. So, because I was actually planning to be, SteelFist had one card after me, and then I was going to be on the second card.
Okay.
And so went right back to training camp. I was supposed to fight Tracy Hardy, which had just choked out Eric Munoz at the Fierce card. So I was going against a guy that was supposed to be one of the tougher guys to fight. And so I went right back into a hard training camp, and that one got pushed. And then Tracy moved, so they put me against Marco because Harper couldn't make the next fight card because he had something going on, so he had to fall out of his fight with Marco. So me and Marco got together, and we were going to fight on the next card that I think was August, and then that one got pushed. And then I tried to get on the Mountain Force card. I went through 2 different opponents on that card, and at that point I was pretty much just, I'm done trying for a minute. I think I took 5-6 days off after that one just to try and get my head right again.
Yeah. It's got to be frustrating, man.
It's hard and the worst part is SteelFist has been pretty good about canceling their cards a little bit in advance.
Yeah.
So it's like you don't get to the weigh-ins night, have cut all your weight, trained, done everything that you've had to do, sacrificed your whole, time to get there, training, everything else. They try to let you as much advance as they know. They try to let you know.
And they don't ask you to make 170, right?
Yeah. Yeah, they haven't turned around and said, "Oh, yeah, your guy fell off, but if you make 170, we'll find someone else." No, they didn't do that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying anybody would do that here nor there. I'm just saying that would be ridiculous.
Yeah, yeah. When you're 2 days before weigh-ins and you're 10 pounds above the weight you're supposed to make.
Yeah.
Hypothetically, hypothetically that'd be ridiculous.
Yeah, hypothetically.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Sounds like you got a few, not thinking ahead, but obviously if things go right in 10 days, sounds like you got another opponent that could possibly be lined up pretty quickly, depending on how things go next Saturday with Marco on there. I know Eric even chimed in a couple days ago, and Eric Munoz talked about them maybe doing like a 185 tournament or where do you see yourself going after this fight?
I mean, like I said, I'm not trying to look past this fight by any means.
No,
I mean,
for sure.
It is what it is. It's a fight. And, I hope neither of us, come out with injuries, things like that, and we can turn around and be on the next card in May. Because, the 185 division has a lot of tough guys in it.
There's some tough guys,
and it's got a lot of young guys. You look at most of the guys at the 185 division right now, and they're all 20s and 30s, only had 5 or 6 fights. There's not a whole ton of them that have 15 or 20 fights right now.
Yeah.
In Utah, at least. So there's a lot of good guys. And like I said, depending on how it goes, I would love to be on the May 1st card. And, unfortunately for Marco, it sucked the way his happened.
Yeah,
so,
that was.
Oh, and I'm going to throw a little shade. I'm going to throw a little shade at his opponent. His opponent just posted that he's participating in a grappling competition this weekend.
No.
Yeah. Yep.
Like, come support me in my grappling competition. Uriah Favors grappling competition, something or other in California. And I'm like, but you couldn't fight a couple days ago, but now you could go, dude. What? I'm sorry. That's
shitty.
Yeah, pretty
bad. Sorry, didn't mean to
Yeah,
detract, but
No, and like I said, I've been in his shoes. I know exactly what he's going through.
oh, so dirty.
I mean, when Joe Flores no-showed me, it was like, wow, this is really where we're at. Like, shit.
Yeah.
So I mean, it hurts. I mean, like I said, you work your ass off for these training camps, and that's the thing is, none of the guys that are pros in Utah right now are slackers.
Yeah.
They're not, going out drinking beer every weekend and going, oh yeah, well, let me put my smokes down while I step on the scale.
Yeah.
Like all these guys are fighting hard, and they want to try and prove that they can go to the next level.
Yep.
And that's the big thing is every guy right now at the division is trying to push to that next level. And so to have guys like that come out of state and, yeah, I'm not going to make it. It's not worth my time today. Like that's rough. So like I said, I know that there's a couple of people that talk to me about like trying to get somebody to jump in for him and that. And said it's like, there's no way I can do it. I'm on the next card 2 weeks later.
Yeah.
There's nothing I could do to help him. So it sucks. And, it is what it is. It's part of the game, I guess. And I guess that's the most game part of it is finding people to actually play. So.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard. I mean, we see it all the time. But the thing that frustrates me in my head is I understand that that's part of the game that we play at the amateur level, especially. But I feel like once you like graduate and you got like a couple pro fights into you, like I can't imagine somebody calling themselves a professional fighter and pulling some of the stunts that I've seen fighters pull over the last year.
Oh yeah. And that's the thing. Like you said, once you go pro, there's a little difference to it. Like if you're an amateur and like life happens, all right. Like I get it. You're trying to figure it out. You're trying to figure out how you're going to do it. Okay. It's not like they're paying you big money to show up and like chance getting hurt. You can't go to your real job. Like I get it. But once you're a pro and they're paying you just to show up, whether it's $100 or $1,000 to show up, like they're still paying you to show up.
Yeah. Well, that's where I have a hard time with the amateurs too, though, because and I know you're in the same boat, like that. I like that's how I feel about it's like my sponsors. I feel like I have a responsibility to my sponsors that paid me to help me get me through my camp. Right.
That's the thing is,
I mean,
without the sponsors, this year would have been a total loss. I wouldn't have been able to pay gym fees. I wouldn't have been able to drive down to camps every day. Like without them, I would have been in a lot of trouble. So there's a huge part of it.
I mean, yeah, I just can't. I don't know, man. But I'm grateful we have guys like you too that I know come hell or high water, when it's time to go, you're going to be ready to go.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So Cole, with that being said, Renee wants to know what round you will win in and how.
Whatever round that ends in. I don't know, man.
Okay, Jason, get Cole your hat. Get Cole your hat.
Yeah.
Your little genie hat.
Yeah.
And
fortune teller hat.
Fortune teller. That's what we need. Where's Jerome Hatch at? Where's Jerome at? We need Hatch back on here today.
Exactly. Like those kind of questions, it's like, dude, it could end in 15 seconds or it could end in 15 minutes and go to a decision. That's the fight game. You never know what's going to happen. And I can't tell you how many guys have been clipped by shots. I mean, look at Aldo when he got clipped by McGregor. I mean,
yeah,
that was supposed to be like a dirty, long, drug out fight. Done. I mean, look at Masvidal and Askren.
Yeah,
that was supposed to be a drag out fight. It's supposed to be, two guys just going to gut it out. Done. Things happen. You never know what's going to happen or how to play it out. I mean, I'd love to say, yeah, first round, 2:30 in, done, knockout. Like
you heard it. You heard it here.
Called it. Just take that sound bite.
First round, 2:30. I'm taking that sound bite. It's over.
Yeah, we're just gonna take that sound bite, post it, run it.
Cole's ending it. First round.
I mean, you always go out with that intent, but by no means does that mean you get in there and all of a sudden start going sideways and you're like, oh shit, I should probably slow down and think what I'm doing here and process out. So like I said, I love first round finishes. I love never going to the second round, have to sit on my stool.
It's a good goal. It's a good goal. Cool. Well, we'll let you get out of here. Do you want to give a shout out to your sponsors that have been so good to you?
Yeah, for sure. So I got Banks Equipment Repair. Ty Banks, he's out of Magna, but he has a truck, will travel anywhere, work on all your heavy machinery, he's a magician with machines. Like, kid can tear anything apart, clean it up, fix it up. He'll have you running in no time. Right Moving Company, they're based out of Heber, but they will go all over the country to move you wherever you need to be. They will take care of all of your stuff. They will make sure that everything gets where it needs to be, and they'll take care of you. Micah Gogan and Gogan's Garage, he's a personal trainer up here in Heber.
He's awesome.
He's awesome. Super nice guy. Will do anything for you. He's very, very meticulous on working his planning to make sure if you have injuries, bumps, bruises. He's really good with athletes, kids. I mean, guy's an all-around awesome person.
Yep.
High End Mike's bail bonds. You know, bad things happen to good people. You get in trouble, give them a call. They'll get you out, take care of you. Kano Construction. They do a lot of remodels, repairs, all the good stuff like that. Decks, you know, they'll get you fixed up any way they can. And then Memory Lane, they're a event place up here in Heber in Midway. Anytime you're hosting events, things like that, they're following all the COVID restrictions, cleaning everything like that. They have some bounce houses for kids to play and stuff like that. Great place to, you know, host any event that you have going on, get things going through there.
Nice.
Heck yeah, man. Well,
Oh, and Zach Partridge.
Oh yeah.
I got to look at you first.
It's
I'm
all
like,
right.
I got my shirt sitting behind me so that I can see it. I'm like, I know I'm missing
Okay.
something.
what are you?
No,
Who are
you're
you
good.
missing?
Zach Partridge, getting that home life and auto insurance.
There you go.
Keep you on track.
Yeah, Cole had to get some life insurance. He's gonna be a dad. He's got to protect that crap.
Got to protect it, man.
I know, making these adult moves. It's tough. It's tough.
Welcome to adulting, Cole. He
Yeah.
has a
Only took me to 31, right?
time out. So adulting, does adulting mean like clean haircut now? Because I saw the picture of the Viking hair. Like, when's that coming back?
It's growing. It's just, you know, I'm working on it.
Oh,
All right.
I got to get past the wedding. Once the wedding's done, I can do what I want again.
Then you can do. All right.
Yeah.
I gotta look somewhat presentable for my wedding. You know.
I think my wedding's the last time I was clean shaven.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
When's the last time you've been clean shaven, Cole?
2013,
Oh wow.
Nailed it.
maybe somewhere in there, but I might have shaved between for something, but it didn't last long.
All right.
Like I said, that was when I was in college wrestling. I had to be clean shaven.
There you go.
Once that was done, no more.
No more clean shaven. All right, Cole. We'll let you get out of here, man. We'll see you in 10 days.
See you guys.
Hey, do you have tickets left? Can people get a hold of you for tickets still?
I do. You can either message me or Tess Tomowski on Facebook, or you can reach out to me, or I've put a bunch of posts on Facebook. Kevin and Pat are directing people to the guys that still have tickets. I am running low. I think I only have 5 or 6 in each section left is all. I think I'm completely sold out of the 35s now. So they're going fast now that people are realizing it's happening and that we're actually going to make this a thing.
Oh, it's happening.
It's
They're going
happening. Yeah.
Oh, last thing is I had to get through last weekend before I was like 100% that I was I could trust in it, you know,
Yeah,
as much as I wanted to. I couldn't let my heart trust it yet.
for sure.
I feel you, dude.
It's going down.
I
Yeah.
feel you. All right.
Right on.
It'll be good.
Well,
All right. Thank
we
you
will-
guys. Appreciate it.
We'll see you in 10 days, brother. Thank you.
See you guys later. Have a good one.
We out.